Hello, welcome to Don't Pull the Chicken Switch, 1.5 minute nugget. I'm your host, Kid Alowitz, checking in today from Utah. It is absolutely beautiful here this morning, and I never get tired of the Utah mornings in the summertime. In fact, I love it all year round, even during the winter time when it's freezing, but in the summertime it is gorgeous. I'm glad to be living here. Today's 1.5 minute nugget is entitled, "We Are Not Always Rational." And I take it from the writings a gentleman I stumbled across when I was actually putting together my Don't Pull the Chicken Switch book. And he's got a couple books out. His name is David McRaney. And he's got some fascinating concepts. And the name of the book that I'm going to quote this morning, the name of the book is "You Are Not So Smart." And I'm certainly referring to me, us, we. But I'm always amazed at the fact that we often need to be reminded more than we need to be instructed. And it makes me think of, right now I have one of my kids, a boy, his name's Kimball, and he's doing a volunteer service for a couple years, and he's in actually South America, in Argentina, and he's always asking for what I think, or which always strokes my ego, but he's always asking from my perspective. What's amazing is some 30 years ago, I did a very similar type of volunteer service, and I've recently given him a little card that I used to use and memorize and regurgitate almost daily 30 years ago. And it was just basically based on trying to keep a good attitude and a good perspective and keeping things in the right frame of mind. And those same things, as I pulled that card out not too long ago and shared it with him, are the same things that are helpful today. Things about keeping a good attitude, things about keeping things in perspective, things about reminding us that we 100% control what we think, what we say, and how we behave, and how helpful those reminders can be throughout our lifetime, because we are faced with a brain that is rapidly thinking. It can rapidly go in unhelpful directions. So this David McRaney gentleman, he's got the chapters of his book each chapter starts with a misconception and then the truth. So he's got a ton of very popular ones, and one in particular I like is the simple statement, the misconception that we are rational, logical beings that see the world as it really is. And the truth is, we often are deluded. All of us are deluded, but that's okay because it keeps us sane. So my challenge to you is, consider the fact that we often think that how we see things, how it shows up, our perspective, especially when we run into trouble with reaching objectives and not pulling the chicken switch, as well as working with others, we often think that we are rational, that we see things accurately, and in fact, we often are nothing more than deluded. So I would throw that out to you today, and think about that. Think about, as you're interacting with others, how you could consider that you don't see the world truly as it is, but as you are. And again, that leads to challenges. Okay, I'm off to enjoy this beautiful Utah day, and we will see you next time.